that one as well. So you can see here I'm kind of geared up to replacing a lot of every bolts and nooks and knacks. We'll probably even replace this guy right here, the exhaust. Put a little Allen bolt, make it look a little bit more, you know, Iron Man like, more machine tuned. So we'll probably put that one in there as well. Okay, so we have the black washers as well. These aren't penny washers, but they're pretty big too. I thought they were really cool. I think these will be great if we want to camouflage this thing right here, not put like a silver washer or anything like that. Even though this is silver, you know, later on we could probably decide to, we can maybe powder coat this to black. But we'll see. I mean, silver doesn't look too shabby. You know, I mean, it kind of matches the wheel a little bit because we have some silver in the wheel anyway, right? So, again, our brake assembly. I ordered actually a 2016 SSR Motorsport Zenon, and it's totally different because they don't use this bracket anymore. But I saw the assembly was actually the same, so I ordered as a backup. You know, some guy just wanted to get rid of it, so I offer him what, $12 originally. He denied it. He wanted to go for $20. I said, look, I'll give you $12.50. And sold. He said, okay, he accepted the bid, so I had to pay for it, even though I already bought another assembly coming up. But I figured, you know, I'll take a look at it, see what's the difference. Because all it is this bracket here is no longer there. But again, I can use my old bracket here, right? I can probably just take this off somehow. So I just needed the brake caliper assembly. And also, I don't need the, you know, the brake shoes or anything. We're replacing with NCY one. And then I'm about to order maybe the Banjo bolt for NCY one. We'll see. So now we got this one right here coming. So these are probably the bigger bolts that I'm probably going to use. Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. You think yeah, this one right here looked like it has enough length here to do what this did. So I'm replacing bulbs that I already know what size it would perfectly fit with these ones. See, this one might reach perfectly. So unfortunately, it's silver color, but I thought I might order some black ones too. Let's see what I have. There we go. There we go. So these one might work here. Sorry, they're in the case. They're not the, you know, clearest, but let's just line them up. Now these are way fat. Okay, the idea is I'm not going to re-thread this. I want to keep this thread at it's M8. I just need to make sure I have enough length though. So this one might not work. It's too big. This one might work. Let's see if it says M8. Gosh, it's kind of in there, huh? Let's see if it falls a little bit looser. Let's see it. Yeah, it's M8. There we go. M8 by 25 centimeters. So this will work. And it also gives us enough length too. We might be able to we might not even have to use this bolt. We'll use a washer, or not washer, but another little bolt in the middle just to help secure this. And then, yeah, this gives them maybe another centimeter length. This is perfect. This will probably drive into this guy right here, because this one we want to get at least a good, you know, not a centimeter, but close to it right there. Because if we poke it too much out, you can see here, it's going to lock into this thing right here. We could do it, but it's going to be damaging in the long run. It's going to scrape this round little pivot joint right there. This pivot joint is not removable, unfortunately. I think it's the whole one piece here with the round ball in the middle like that. I'm sure they can machine press it out maybe. I don't know why they designed it like that, but it just feels like a solid piece right here. I think it's also there's a rod in the middle too, so they don't just leave it all hollow. And then, yeah, we're going to put one of these kind of deals right here, this kind of washer. A little small one in between from here to the studs. Let's say this was the M8 one. We're going to put like the bolt here, stud like that, and then we're going to mount it. That way it's secure. Not just this thread alone is holding, because it's aluminum. It probably will be wiped out or eaten over the long run. We just want the idea to make sure this stays supported. But the lock issue between here and gripping all this will be probably done by this one of these metal washers right here. You can see. So we're going to probably have it secured by one of these metal washers like this right here on the bolts. So again, this will be changed to M8 bolt. So those are the kind of stuff I have. Let's see here. I'm not needing this. This was something else. This project. We did try some other ones too. Oh, this is the paintbrush I was telling you about to fix the rust. So you just need a little bit small one to go to all these little, you know, areas where you see rust and stuff like that, and try to get all of them out, you know, especially like that. We might have to just like cut that out. There's no point of having it. You know, like these right here. Notorious for getting rust. You know, this frame's been left out a little bit for a year. So we're going to use this universal gloss paint, fast fix. There's also a brush tip, not just a fine tip like this. There's a brush tip in too, so you can actually go a little bit more spread out. And it's made by Rust-Oleum, that same gel like that turned my bolts into gunmetal. So Rust-Oleum, that's the name of the brand. Excuse me. We were going to actually use these ones, but I realized they're so big. I was actually going to use this to actually tap my wires. I have 2 wires to tap and 2 wires to output. These ones are like T connectors. I'll show you where I was gonna put them at. Here we go. Sorry, I didn't want to make this just a product showcase video, but there's just so much I need to take care of before this scooter's ready for street use. See that right there? You open it up, I guess, like this. There you go. Like a little compartments it has. What it does is you can feed 2 wires. They will be, you know, they will be insulated from each other inside the mechanism. I don't know how it works that way. So you can see here, one will go higher than the other, and the other one will be shorter. But they will all come out. So what you do with these kind of wires is great for like putting the tips on this right here instead of using these clamps. They're a little bit more secure, I think. But these will just work just the time. I was going to replace this one. You can see how this wire here needs to tap. Unfortunately, there's 2 wires coming in, right? And the positive and negative. And I'm sharing it. This is actually for my cigarette charger, which I plug into my USB. Normally at the end, I have a USB adapter that plugs in. But this one actually monitors my, what do you call that, voltmeter. So I have one of those little voltmeter that I, you know, kind of screw the hole in the plastic and then, you know, have it put in there. So I need to draw the voltmeter power from it. So I tapped it to the nearest one, which is a cigarette charger, because it's actually going to be sitting here. You'll see it. It's going to be sitting on this side of the dash. But I was thinking of replacing these right here, these clamp-on ones. They're kind of bulky and ugly, which I don't think these are any better because now, but you have to use only one, see? So this one right here will probably replace both of these together. So I mean, so you have one less bulkiness. You'll probably just have this little T here. And then the rest can go wherever it needs to go. Maybe we can put it this way or something like that. Yeah, we could probably do it that way. See that? So we can join 2 single wires together and tap into another 2 single wire that's already serial together by using this T right here. And it won't join anywhere inside at all. You'll see it all of a sudden split off, and that'll be perfect. So we'll probably save this for using with this one right here. I think that's the only joint that I have to really want to consider doing that, because all the rest of them, even from this one, you can see here I put like a terminal block, so these are all separated anyway already. I couldn't use these perhaps, but then this is so much easier to see and troubleshoot too, especially it's more solid screwed in, plenty of ground there. Let's go into this ground here, but you can look at the ways. There's certain things that, you know, you can't use for that soldering tip, and these are probably one of them here. So this one, yeah, you can see here I just fed it through here. If I peeled it out, you can see a little bit better, but anyway, that's an example there. So these won't work because I can actually pull out the junctions and put it on myself. So yeah, unfortunately we can't get the remote starter to work because I think it's the banding that's causing it. With the stock CDI, more than likely it probably would trigger on. But let's just go and fire it up and see what goes on with this. Okay, so we're going to go and arm it again. Okay, we're going to go and unarm it. It's going to make 2 chirps, and you can see the lights light up. Okay, and then we're going to, when you unarm it, then you can probably hit the power here to start it, if you know, if it does work. You can see here it initiates the brake light like it was actually starting the scooter. That's your running light, by the way. You can see here this running light's also on. Well, it's actually, even though the key's not on there, right? The running light usually comes on when there's key on. So it looks like it's actually everything prepared, the headlights, everything prepared for the scooter to actually come on, but it's just not cranking it over because, again, the CDI is not handshaking properly. The wires that we need, the blue wires and the orange wire, we're not sure how we're going to make it work yet with the Benjing. If we need to install a relay, and that's something APM will probably discuss and talk about, because he has the same situation where he had the Benjing and everything, but the minute he realized that after he installed the Benjing, he thought his auto start will always work, but he didn't try it out until afterwards, until my issue I told him about. And he tried, he said, oh shit, it was the same problem. So now he realized that the only thing we have in common is I replaced the Benjing, but he had a wire harness that he was able to tap 5-minute installation. I had to actually make the same wire harness here that he showed me. So that was the only difference. So we're assuming we're narrowing it down. It's pretty much the Benjing with its built-in ignition coil. Now the RPM gauge I showed you guys how to actually tap into it. Just tap into the ignition coil wire that was existing, put it back into the blue wire as well with your Benjing and your stator pickup wire, whichever color that is, maybe. Might be blue and white, or in my case, it changes over to, you can see here, black and white again. So from the blue wire pickup coil, black and white, to the stator, Benjing CDI, blue wire. And then tie back your ignition coil wire that was mounting on this side probably with the ground on the other side. tie that back into your blue wire of your bandaging, and you should be able to get your RPM gauge working. We just haven't put it in there yet because I want to show and tell again about the wire harness and everything. So all said and done here, look forward to seeing you guys in the next video where I show you pretty much when the stuff are put on like that, because I think I'm still trying to figure out myself, and I don't want to bore you guys with all the details of me trying to fit this, fit that. All right, thank you guys from NCY Surf for watching.